Okay, that first frame right there was a little bit of clickbait. I don't know how to make it any more efficient than doing it like that. But today I want to share a little story about when I was growing up as a kid. I used to have anger management issues. I'm not going to go into why that was in this video, but there was an epiphany I had when I was 16, and I just gotten my license to drive. And I was in a little bit of a road rage scenario. I think road rage is a bit of a learned behavior. We learn it from our parents. Being very reactive when getting into some sort of a tiff with somebody who's driving a car. And I kind of made it a point and realized that, with the chaotic nature of the universe, it's going to happen sometimes. We're going to get into car accidents with people, or into, little fender benders, or somebody's going to cut you off. Like, that is a constant, right? And if that's the case, for the rest of my life, I can either react to all those instances where it's going to happen. I can negatively react, or I can just, almost just admit that to myself that this is just a natural thing in the universe and it's going to happen, and I can't change that it's going to happen, but I can change how I react to it. So it was interesting because that kind of the learnings of doing that in the car actually helped me apply that to other areas of my life for the first time. I was pretty reactive to a lot of things, and that kind of gave me a stability in other areas of my life where I just stopped being as reactive to things. I was still relatively reactive at the time. It was over 17 years ago, but over time, I was thinking about it more and more, and you'll hear people say that AI is taking over the world. Eventually AI will destroy us. And you look at Elon Musk, you look at a lot of these, big figures in AI and tech, and they say we need to be fearful of AI. And something about that rubbed me the wrong way. And it got me thinking about, AI is going to be driving our cars eventually. It's going to be driving a lot of society, but it made me think about road rage. And if you were to imagine you're comparing two people getting into some sort of an accident, or somebody cuts somebody off, or there's some sort of an incident in a car. Almost 90% of the time, each person will blame the other person for the incident. And if you look at how a self-driving car or an AI car will look at that scenario, they'll 100% of the time not only blame themselves for not seeing the incident coming, but instantly they'll share all that information with all the other cars on the road. And I think that's pretty profound because, it's really hard for humans to admit when they're wrong at something. It's hard for us to see why it's in our best interest. But if you look at AI and the way AI solves problems, it's always blaming itself, and it's actually looking for deeper reasons why it was wrong about a certain thing in the first place. And it seems kind of funny to me that if we can't figure out how to, as a society, if we can't figure out how to blame ourselves for something as simple as a car accident, or just getting into some sort of a rift with somebody that's in a car, then how are we gonna overcome all these other bigger problems that are coming in the future? And I truly believe that we're not going to be able to figure out those things out unless we are able to point the finger at ourselves. And it's something I struggle with a lot, and I'm always trying to improve there. I think that was a really profound moment for me as a child, or growing up, putting the finger at myself. I still deal with it, but yeah, I think we're really not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to figure this out. Whatever's coming at us, if we can't put the finger at ourselves or point the finger at ourselves, AI is going to take over. but it's not going to take over for reasons of wanting to hurt us. It's going to take over for being objective, being rational, and unemotional about situations. And yeah, I think that's it for today.